Hello again, friends. Welcome to another Ask a Bhante. So we have a question from Joanna Grabel. When one is experiencing deep states of equanimity, it is my understanding that only wholesome states arise. In that context, would you say that greed, hatred, and aversion therefore would not be present? I wonder here, I think probably what you mean by deep states of equanimity, maybe you mean like deep states of stillness, like tranquility, samadhi. Deep states of equanimity doesn't, well, it does quite fit. I mean, but it's usually not worded that way, so it's a bit confusing, and I like to be very clear. So I'm going to go here with what you mean is states like jhana. And so to get into jhana, if you read the stock phrasing for jhana, the first two things are quite secluded from sensual pleasures, secluded from unwholesome states. What this means is that you have to be secluded from things like the five hindrances, like greed, the greed for sensual pleasures, ill will, secluded from ill will, secluded from doubt, secluded from restlessness and remorse, secluded from sloth and torpor, right? You're secluded from these things. All these, what you could say, what you call it, wholesome, they're unwholesome mind states. They keep us from our deep states of samadhi. And so when the jhanas and deep states of samadhis only come to be when you've set the causes and conditions for all of those unwholesome states, and that the mind that's clinging after sensual pleasures to temporarily be subdued. You asked the question, would you say that greed, hatred, and delusion therefore would not be present? So what I would say is that the roots of them are always there until you become awakened, until you at least attain non-returner. You're going to have the roots of those things there. They will be temporarily suppressed. When you have when you get into jhanas, and you're in them for a brief period of time, and then a hindrance arises, right? An unwholesome state arises, and you get kicked out. And then you just keep practicing going back in, and you're able to stay in these states even longer, and you master them, and then you go even deeper into the deeper states. So, but this is contingent on that these unwholesome states are not present. As soon as the unwholesome state starts to be present, you're out. And then when you get to things like the fourth jhana is has no pain or pleasure, adukkhaṃ asukhaṃ, no somanasa domanasa, there's no mental pain, distress, no likes and dislikes, only equanimity and mindfulness. So that is where the original statement, deep states of equanimity, come into place. When you're talking about things like the third and somewhat the third and more the fourth jhana, deep states of equanimity. In this state, with all of these things that usually cloud our perception, cloud our understanding, pain and pleasure, likes and dislikes, all of these things are temporarily subdued. They're not there for the time you're in that. The roots are still there. And as soon as you come out of that jhanic state, they're all there. But for that temporary time while you're in the deep jhanic states, they're not there, they're subdued. It's like when a plant, for the winter, the plant kind of like fades down into the ground, or like the top part dies off, but the root is still there. And then next spring, it comes back up again. So it's the same way. Like all the hindrances, all the unwholesome states will come down. But then once they'll start to grow through the cracks again. And then when you're out of jhana, then they have back to free reign. So this is important for us to be able to experience these deep states of samadhi, of tranquility, of stillness, of unification of mind on the object. To be able to experience these things, we have to fully understand, investigate all of our unwholesome mind states, like the hindrances, like grasping at sensual pleasures. We have to understand these and investigate these and practice letting them go, minimizing them. It's this dependent origination. With the arising of sensual pleasures and the hindrances, then the arising of unwholesome mind states, and then no arising of jhanas. With the ceasing of this, then this allows this. When you cease the hindrances, you cease the unwholesome states, you're setting the groundwork, you're setting the causes and conditions for jhana and deep states of samadhi to arise. You think about it in that way. Think about it in the way of dependent origination, of cause and effect, of conditions, causes and conditions. I want my mind to go there, so then this is what I need to do. And so, for the time being, when you're in these states, yes, greed, hatred, and aversion, these things are temporarily subdued, but the root's still there. You have to do more than you have to add. Not only samadhi is good, but you also have to have samasati. You have to have mindfulness. You bring in the ability to see things as they are, developing the mind of vipassana, the mind state that sees deeply, that understands. And it's that mind state of vipassana that is what really allows you to start cutting at the roots so that they're gone forever. Just checking the question to see if there's anything left for me to cover. I think that's about it. All right, friends. Thank you, Joanna, for submitting that question. Much appreciated. And hopefully this question will be of benefit to you and for others who will see this video in the future. And if you have a question, please feel free to submit it in the comments below or via email or any other way that you can contact me. And I'll answer that. And even if it's a question that you maybe know the answer to, but you'd like to have me answer it on Ask a Bhante for the benefit of people in the future, please send the question. All right, friends, until next time, Sukhi Hotu. May you be happy and at ease.